Actually, I like that NXP didn't fall for the trap and they didn't go for like something weird, not a lapu-lapu. Barretts was banned out. But this is very similar to what the Paquito does, so maybe it's in the ballpark of what Work expected.
And Work Auster Force with this Hayabusa pick. This is the first time that they're going to use the Hayabusa in a playoffs match. So it's going to be fairly risky for them. Let's see on how they're going to translate this into a potential series win. Again, for NXP, they need to win this game to reach game number 5. H2O is in his comfort hero, and we are seeing the Benedetta on 3 Martisi once again. This is going to be almost a replay of what happened in game 3. But for NXP fans out there, they don't want an actual replay of it because they lost that game pretty hard.
I'm 100% that it's not going to get as good of an early game as it did earlier, just because they know what it's capable of. So they're not going to be lax. They're going to be more aware of the map, and NXP should be able to at least get level 4 on H2O before the Vendetta can able to get a fight in.
Yeah, and Lethal Wanderer will be secured by the Retribution, immediately going down to the purple buff for the side of the lane. Renegade here, gonna go 1v1 against Esmeralda. I feel like that's not the best idea, but he is trying to protect H2O here.
That's Renegade's show. You guys know what's up. When he gets that, stuff can happen. Right now, though, the invade is real. RTC. Unravel's quite low, but he's able to survive. For the meantime, First Blood goes over to H2O. Kosei with the chase off, but does not have Falling Star Moon yet. But doesn't matter, not really. RTC's going for the fight, and he's chasing. He's going non-stop. Exhort will be missing a little bit, but so far that is a 1-for-1.
It is a 1-for-1, but I feel like Work Auster Force won that trade. They were able to steal away the purple buff. Chu was able to secure it with a Retribution after H2O burnt his Retribution on the Lethal Wanderer. Now, NXP, they lost their core in that fight, but he did get a kill, but he also lost the buff, and now he's a little bit behind on the enemy core, which is a Hayabusa.
And if you want to keep a Ling down, always look at the purple buff. You want to stop those Finch poisons, you want to stop the Unlead dashes, you look for that, right? Because that's basically one of the main things that you can do. If you can't counter the lane, you do that. Yaoi, though, in trouble. 3 Martisi, he's doing exactly the same things he was doing earlier, and it worked out.
And H2O is trying to get a revenge kill on 3 Martisi, but 3 Martisi has already gotten what he wanted.
Oh, James,
though.
James in trouble here. Flame shot way off mark. But I think that's going to be enough for Work to at least secure the turtle.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be an uncontested turtle for the side of Work Auster Force. H2O did not burn his Retribution for that buff, but it's still going to be a give. And I respect that call. NXP, they can't fight that.
Yeah, they can't, because Unravel can turn level 4 anytime. They didn't want to risk it. And H2O, he's not really in a prime position. He's just focusing on securing the purple buff for now, which, again, Work knows this is one of the weaknesses of a Ling. And they're still observing. They put, like, sentries on that area already.
Yeah, and it's not just observing, but they're also pressuring H2O to take it a little bit slower or a little bit too fast, because H2O, he doesn't have comfort in his own jungle, that's for sure. Work Auster Force is making sure that H2O feels that presence.
Yep, and H2O, again, is not having a fun time in the jungle because of the pressure. Top lane, though, it's a different fight. Kosei very, very low. Falling Star Moon will kind of give him a bit of a leverage, but Unravel not going to be able to make it out as of yet with H2O following. Flicker is going to be used up. Tempest Blaze goes down in the middle of everything. Zord picks up the kill.
And that's a 1-for-0 in the favor of NXP, but Shadow Kill on Exhort might just be it.
Flame Shot didn't hit, but doesn't matter. Not really. Shadow's on out of there with a quad Shadow, and that's going to be a 1-for-1.
And Chu finally gets his first kill of the game.
1-for-9 rather, sorry.
And Quad Shadow was more than enough to take him in a safe place afterwards, and this is why you pick the Hayabusa. But the question remains, will he be able to replicate that opportunity again? Because that's where the Hayabusa shines, and it doesn't come too often.
It's very unlikely. And NXP's lineup is very down if you are alone. But later on, when they group up, it's going to be different. So Work, if this is your plan, you need to keep going while they're separated. Because when they group together, you know NXP is gonna do some stuff.
Yeah, and speaking of stuff, looks like Renegade will be kept in a very
Stuffy
big
place.
disadvantage here, a stuffy place. And they're gonna force it out. Electro final blow.
Oh, Beshi's gonna be able to make a run for it under the tower. No minions means he's gonna be able to at least get some damage done on minions before he gets taken out by 3 Martizi and Chu.
And 3 Martizi back again with a TP, and the turtle fight will just happen here. Looks like
H2.
NXP.
He's gonna be able to get the turtle buff. That is massive. Gets a kill as well. Trades the turret on the bottom side, but they don't care. They're gonna go for top, and that's outer turret energy shield drop.
Yeah.
That would have been some big gold if they got it.
Yeah, and that's 2 kills as well, plus the turtle. And they're gonna trade it off with a turret as well. Work, they need to make something happen here.
Quite happy to go with that. Yowie flicker on out of there. But that could mean an opening here for Work to get the turret. Not really. No minions. Top lane. James playing up as well. 3 Martizi. Just having a lot of fun with this Benedetta.
Yeah, and James looks to be in trouble here. Bravest Warrior out. Defensive usage will buy him his life, but you don't want to see that if you're playing Lapu.
Absolutely not. Unravel though as well. Tries to block off the exit. 3 Arteezy though. Gonna be able to make it on out. So far, even with the 1k goal lead, the map kind of feels even, doesn't it, Omi?
Yeah, it does feel a little bit even here. Both teams only got 1 turret so far, and I think it's on opposite sides as well. So this is going to be very fun to look at, especially if the objectives are closer to the area that they have more control in. 50 seconds from now, the turtle will be spawning once again. It's going to be a big fight for sure. Chu is 1-0-2, still deathless in this game. Meanwhile, for H2O, he's already suffered 1 death, but it's not too far off.
Yeah, massive amounts of daggers on the pocket of Renegade right now, who seems to be in a pretty good spot regardless of that 0-1-0. He's got some items. He's on the way to a BOD. It's 6 minutes, but it's still pretty good timing, I think.
And looks like Work Auster versus NXP in this game is, as you said, very dead even. Just a 1k gold lead. And H2O has to stay careful here.
I like the effort of Unravel trying to catch a link mid-air. Yowie though in the middle of everything. I want more free Martizi 1v3. That is a big problem. Can you make it out alive? I don't think so. Exhort with the pickup, but Arteezy is able to get Renegade out of nowhere.
Well, that's a 1-for-1 from all around the map, but I feel like NXP will have to take this turtle uncontested, unless Unravel, of course, pulls something out, but I'm sure that he won't be able to do so. They're going to trade off for the turret in the top side, and I feel like NXP can't defend that anymore.
That's a second turtle going over to H2O. He's getting some good stuff, but the map is suffering a little bit with the push on top side happening as well.
Yeah, and luckily for NXP, after the first turtle that went to Work Auster Force, they are able to build this map pressure enough for the link to thrive. And this is what you want in a game that actually is not in your favor entirely, especially the Work Auster Force is at a match point.
Yeah, we are match point right now with James heading up the fight. I think they should start with the Lapu Lapu. Will it? No, not really. I think Work doesn't really want to go for it.
Chu is just dancing around with the quad shadows. He's messing with NXP, that's for sure.
That's a mind game thing, right? Like, you're trying to set up for a fight, but you didn't go for it. And James is ready to jump in. You could tell. He was just waiting for the signal, and I feel like that could have been a big 5v5. But for the meantime, again, when these things happen, Free Martizi does have more leeway.
And RTZ as well. We haven't really discussed this a little bit, but this Kagura pick on RTZ is something that he's very much comfortable with. In the regular season, both of his MVP performances are on this hero.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, H2O not afraid of Free Martizi this time around. He says, I've got all the buffs I need. I can take you. It's another 2v1, and I think Free Martizi still wants to go for it, and Rival slows by. Tyrant's Revenge is a real threat, so they don't go for it at this point.
Yeah, and even if Unravel is a real threat here, he isn't performing as good as he did in game 1 to 3. Unravel has been a key person for Work Auster Force, but right now he's 0-3-1 in Kosei. He seems to be in a bad place, but that's going to be a defensive usage of a Falling Star move.
Falling Star move out. I feel like that is just what you want to do. You want to wait for the turtle buff to wear out on H2O before you go for fights. And I think that's exactly what Work is doing. There were so many moments where Work could have fought, but they didn't because they want to respect H2O.
Yeah, 3 Martizi, did he steal off the orange buff? I don't think he did, but he almost did, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's more pressure. for NXP to deal with. But this time, James feels like he's more equipped to fight because he does have the Yaoi presence, right? The presence of the Popolin Kubo finally is a lot more felt in this game. And now they want to go for top side. Kosei is in trouble here. Falling Star Moon, but will get cancelled blazing with the with the Way of the Dragon. That's 4 people. That is just wailing on the Esmeralda, while bottom side is getting taken care of by the rest of the team.
He survived for way too long there. The Esmeralda bought so much time.
I know, man.
He survived 4 grown men and who had all their ultimates up. That's insane. But Kosei, he did buy. Okay. We're gonna pretend we didn't see that.
No, I didn't see that. What are you talking about, bro? Nothing. Right now, though, that. Ooh. RTZ, man. Michael Jordan's real.
Yeah, it looks like Chu gets found out by Renegade in the backside as the Electro final blow tries to chase down Renegade. He's not gonna go to land just yet. Shunpo is there. The shields are there. The knockup as well. 3 Martizi. What was that?
Down. Finally, James buying so much time with Arteezy and Ravel cannot back up the Benedetta, which became a big problem here for work. And now H2O has an opening on top side to make a push happen, or he's just gonna go for the buff.
And this is just a 1k gold lead for the side of Work Auster Force. This is, well, anybody's game still right now. But looking at the turrets, though, Work Auster Force still ahead by 3.
Yep, that is just the gold. It's almost not even 1k gold lead. So again, the map just feels like it's gonna be the one that you want to look at. The map control that these teams have, which right now NXP has a majority of the Lord Pit covered.
And this is very important to take note of. If ever Work Auster Force checks the wrong bush, steps on the wrong trap, NXP is just gonna have a swell time to take down this Lord. But I feel like no Lord will be taken before 12 minutes here. View Martizi, he can't do anything he wants anymore. This isn't game 3, and he isn't fed like what he were in game 1 or game 3 rather.
Completely different story. Right now it's Kosei who's actually doing a majority of the heavy lifting, and they are getting the stuff done.
Oh no!
Oh man, that's a double kill already for the Esmeralda. James is stuck behind enemy lines. Unravel with a Tyrant's Rage, locks him down against a wall. That gives Kosei the triple.
Look at this Esmeralda, 3, 2, and 1. That's the first 3 kills for the Esmeralda, and an immediate pop-off in H2O. He's suddenly down. There's 8 seconds, 5 seconds in extra. Are they gonna go for the GG push?
This could be the GG push here. That's 27 seconds without H2O, and it's going to be Yaoi and Exhort to clear these waves. I don't think that's gonna happen though right now. They are trying to go for that single tank. They get a kill on Arteezy, but Renegade will be traded off.
James is back. James is
half
back.
HP. James back on the field, charging with Unravel. He goes for the Lapu Lapu, but again the kills are happening for Kosei. Push happening on the bot side as well. James doing his very best to clear the wave. Same with Exhort on the bot side. Does not have the Meteor Shower anymore. Free Martizi getting some damage done on the waves as well.
And that has been an almost a win for Work Auster Force there, but I feel like they've taken what they can there. 2 inhibitor turrets down, and they've killed a lot of the members coming in from NXP, and suddenly we're seeing another almost a 4k gold lead for the side of Work Auster Force. That's from a 1k gold lead in the late game, and this is just Kosei cashing in all of that Avarice gold, all of the stuff that he worked for in that. Oh no, that's the work pun of game number 4.
We can't avoid it anymore. Just do it. Just do it. And itemization, you are seeing an almost full item Esmeralda fighting off against some pretty big slots that are needed to be filled here for NXP. And now the Lord, if work gets this, it's gonna be very, very difficult to go against for NXP.
Even with a Chang, NXP will find it hard to defend against Work Auster Force, especially if they're empowered by the Luminous Lord. Look at this!
Rage gonna get used up. Yaoi gets taken out first. Unstoppable for Kosei right now. H2O with a kill. Goes for the follow-up. He gets Kosei. Esme's down. That's a double kill.
Martizi
could get more. Free Martizi though fighting off. James is gonna be the victim here. So 1v1 chase with Assassins. Renegade as well will get followed up with the electro file blow down.
Oh no!
That's a kickback into Free Martizi and the dash in by the H2O link.
RTC though and Chu, they're still trying to do this. A 2-3-2 and now Yowie's back online. Feel like that's the contest that didn't feel like a contest. Work Auster Force immediately turned their backs against the Lord and immediately went in for the fight. And XP, they were welcome to the challenge, but RTC has to escape from this.
Oh,
the Umbrella
man.
Fleece, their H2O will chase him to the ends of the world though.
Yowie's waiting for the cooldown of the bubble combine. Doesn't really matter. Unravel's here. Backup's nowhere to be found. Kosei is very near, but will get trapped in. Lord is a threat here for Work.
And Renegade up right now, Renegade is up. That means 5 people are online for NXP. And Work Auster Force has 20 seconds on RTZ. They still have what they call they still have team fight, that's for sure. But RTZ is a big factor in their damage department.
Again, earlier, if Chu was not fighting the Lord, imagine how big of a difference that would have been. Right now, though, Free Martisi doesn't feel like a big threat. Follow up by Renjay instantly flickers in with the Way of the Dragon. Doesn't really get the mark, but I think Free Martisi is feeling a lot more confident, ready for round 2. But again, H2O with Renjay, he knows the Way of Dragon is not available, but I think it should be in a few moments.
Yeah, and Work Auster Force already half HP on this Lord. They're gonna go in. Kosei, he's just gonna slaughter 2 people here, and Yowie looks to be next. RTC finds 1 to kill as well. That's a 2-for-1 for now.
H2!
4 people. H2, he gets got. That's gonna big kill. Unravel redeems himself.
Renegade and Yowie are the only ones remaining. That's a Windtalker going to the Renegade show. Can he pull off the impossible? Can he clear off the waves? I don't think so. Yowie, though, gonna be left out of the air. Renegade going for the minion clear, and he does it. Will be paying for his life, but I think that will buy some time for the rest of NXP members to make it back.
And Work Auster Force, they're already inside the base of NXP. They don't need to take the Lord. Exhort 2 seconds up. James,
man.
4 seconds up. Minion's gonna go for the base. This is the final moment.
This could be it. Exhort goes and flickers and clears the minion wave in time with James as well. Will it be enough? I don't think so. NXP falls. Work Auster Force. 3-1 victory in game 1 of the lower bracket.
And that ends the story of NXP for Season 7.